We've got everything we need right here. We've got the brass, the piano, and the reeds. We can make our own arrangements and specialties and play for all the dances.
Hello YouTube, this is Terry, Taprecords. I'm here at Old School Records with the owner, Peter.
Yes, one of the owners.
One of the owners. And this is in Chicago in the Forest Park section, right?
Well, it's a suburb of Chicago, just west of the city limits.
Okay.
Forest Park.
All right.
But it's not Chicago proper.
It's not Chicago proper, but if people are looking from out of town, they'll say Chicago.
Oh yeah, it's close enough.
Close enough.
You're a mile away from the city.
Gotcha. Well, how long have you been here at this location?
12 years.
12 years. And have you always been here, or? Okay.
I mean, me and my wife both worked for other places, but our own place, we've been here. This is it.
Okay. So what made you decide to open up a record store? Or records and CDs?
I think my wife was the one coercing me, like we should do our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So before that, we both worked for other people.
Okay.
So at a certain point, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, might as well.
Now, were you always in the music business, or is this you just decided on?
Yeah, before Old School Records as a store, I had it as a label, making my own music. I put out my own cassettes like in the mid-'80s so I've had the name since like technically 86.
Okay.
But I established as a business the record label in 92. And been into music since I was a kid, went to music school,
right.
Musician, and then didn't really jump into the retail side until 1995.
Okay. So how has the internet impacted your business any?
Yes, it's impacted the whole music business in general.
Sure.
So on a retail end, it probably has hurt in some ends by people that are into the streaming now. Other ends and avenues, you're able to find more buyers around the world that would help.
Right.
So you get a little bit of both. There's some loss, some gain, and then in
right.
the live music industry as well, artists have either the hardest time selling music now because of physical music, but at least the retro record thing is helping bring that back. And
right.
then the live music scene, sometimes you have to go to shows to get the music from some artists.
I see.
Independently, because they can't get it in the stores as easily as they used to.
Right.
But now they can just put it on YouTube
and get an audience that way.
Yeah, in a minute.
yeah, I hear that. So I noticed you have different sections. You have a bargain section and you have jazz. And how do you get your records and how do you decide what goes here, what goes there?
Just years of working, you kind of know where to put stuff or where you should classify it. Some things are tough, but for the most part, you kind of have an idea. Some things you never know. You just keep moving them around. They don't quite fit anywhere.
Right.
There's a few artists like that I can think of, like Michael Franks. Is he jazz? Is he jazz rock? Is he soul?
And some people say easy listening, even.
Yeah, maybe? I wouldn't put him there, but put him in vocals. You can put him in jazz. You can put him in rock. You can put him in soul. It's tough. Some artists like that, and then just working years in retail record stores, you get to know catalog, and then sometimes we can make special odd sections for things like miscellaneous or oddities. We have in the records for like weird, a record that might teach you how to sew or something on a record. They did everything on a record back in the day.
Oh, right. And you have a big market for those types of things with guys sampling and all that kind of stuff.
Maybe,
right?
yeah. How to be a stenographer. Yeah, somebody might want that. Not that many people.
Yeah, I think we have one of those records. So, do you have a certain clientele that come in the store, like regular customers, or do you get people from all over? How does that?
You get people from Japan and England and France and Germany that come in. that want American music.
Right.
Don't find it or never used to find it as easily so they come to the States. More of that's overseas now. There might even be more over there than there is here now, probably.
Right.
But for the most part, there's a new clientele of the younger kids who didn't have a memory of records the first time around.
Sure.
They're probably in the 30 to younger age, and they're the ones most avid about records over CDs and things. And then there's the crowd that we would have had before that grew up more in the record into the CD.
Right.
And some of them are still in CD. Some have moved into streaming and don't have any physical. Some go back to record. Some stay with CD. You know, some like me do both.
Right.
Like all physical, but I don't want any streaming. So there's a new audience and the same audience that seems to grow older, but more of the older do not want as much physical stuff anymore.
I see.
For space and
takes up a lot of space and it's heavy. Yeah, we just moved here from Georgia, and we moved all of my records. And my wife was telling me, you need to sell these things or digitize them or something. But
how many?
Oh man, wow, a few thousand.
Okay,
yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. So break your back,
Exactly.
Yeah, and I used to DJ also, so now you can just take your laptop and you have the Serato and you have all your music there. But before, you're carrying crates to the.
And that audience is gone in a way because of that. But if you are into the physical, now you can pretty much find any record you'd ever want now to DJ. So there is a new audience of some purists that are older, some of my friends that are a little older age group that want to stick with the record.
Right.
And then there's a new audience that's into records that are DJing
That's true.
Back into it.
Yeah. We went to an event this past weekend. I went with my sons, and they had DJs, but it was strictly vinyl. They couldn't use their computers or anything.
There was one on Sunday, I think, a friend of mine.
Sunday.
Went to,
Yeah. Beat Swap Beat.
Yep. Empty Bottle.
At the Empty Bottle.
I had a friend that was there.
Yeah.
He went strictly because of that, because it was vinyl only.
Yeah. We went there and did some shopping. Brought some more stuff in the house. So.
Yeah, I mean, I still DJ now and again, and I do mostly vinyl. My wife DJs, and she will do mostly CD.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, that's great. So your wife, you both DJ. So.
Yeah, we do radio shows where we DJ, and she'll do some events. I don't really do much events anymore or anything, but yeah, she'll do events once in a while here and there, parties and stuff.
I got you. Okay. Now with the vinyl resurgence, they have they have the Record Store Day. Do you participate in that?
We do. We were actually one of the few. I think there was one other store in the city that did it the first year. Nobody knew about it.
Right.
It was only in England. They only had about maybe a dozen releases, and it was a bust. And we're like, okay, this is new. But in England, they started it.
Right.
And then the second year, it became big here right away, and then build up. It's about 8th, 9th year now or something. So it just got bigger and bigger. But yeah, we did it from the very beginning.
Right.
We even tried Cassette Day too for 1 year, and
Yeah. Well, I noticed they had Cassette Day a few weeks ago.
They did.
Yeah.
No one even asked here, so. But the Record Store Day, I think it gets bigger and bigger. Maybe now it's leveled off as far as there was a fanaticism that went on, and maybe we're at a point now where they're evening it out. We have Vinyl Tuesdays, so now we get limited edition things that come on Tuesdays. New releases are all on Fridays now, so that it's kind of like maybe they won't need Record Store Day as much once a year, or Black Friday is the mini Record Store Day.
Right.
Every day can be Record Store Day.
That's true.
You don't need 500 releases coming out one day. Just spread them out through
the year. Yeah, and then you get people like me coming in and just buying stuff all the time.
Yeah, people just come in regular, because some of the Record Store people, I only see them once a year or twice. I see
on
them
that day.
On that day and Black Friday, and they don't come any other time.
Yeah, they just want those special limited edition presses
and
or
things
they
like
just
that. Save up for that's their once or twice a year kind of thing. Where I have music people that come here every day or a couple times a week.
Right.
And that's more what I was used to. Those are your regular Record Store customers, because they're here all the time. Record Store Day, sometimes it's for everybody else. It's not for a lot of my regular customers avoid coming here on record store.
Right, because that's the hipster crowd, right?
Right.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Or posers, as my sons like to call them. They say, oh, they just want vinyl, just to have it, and they don't even play it. So,
right.
Yeah, those types. So, but that's not the kind of, we're not talking about those guys now.
No.
Yeah.
Has music piracy affected your business?
Oh, piracy?
Yeah.
Not as much now as it used to. I think it affected the DVD business for quite a time.
Yeah.
Because there was a movie thing going on, and that seems to have leveled off. And I think music it still does on the hugest kind of large mainstream artists. Some people will be like, oh, that leaked
Right.
3 weeks ago or 3 months ago. I already have it. So in that
It cuts
respect,
down on their sales.
right.
Mhm.
And that's probably more only the CD. Like there's a bootleg underground vinyl market that goes on.
Oh, really?
Oh, well, as a DJ, you have to know about.
Oh, you mean like the white labels and all of that?
Yeah,
I got
but there's
you.
like
I got
Frank
you.
Ocean has never put his one album on vinyl.
Right, that's
but
true. It's out there.
It's on
It's
vinyl.
out there. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I do have a.
So that will
couple
hurt
of,
his sales.
repressings,
But when he
yes.
puts out legitimate, every person that had that will still go buy it for
Buy the
real.
physical copy. Yeah.
Well, they'll buy the real copy.
To support.
Right,
Mhm.
because the fake copy is still just anybody could make a fake copy.
That's
If
true.
You knew somebody with pressing plant and a CD.
That's
there we
true.
go.
That's true. Yeah.
Anybody could do it.
Yeah.
But to do it right, So that, answer to your question, it does, I think, affect it, but it's usually on the very large scale artists.
Right.
So I probably wouldn't see it as much, but knowing, when there's new artists that come out, sometimes I don't sell their work at all.
Okay.
Like Mary J. Blige had a new release. I think I didn't sell it at all.
Oh, that London sessions. Oh, because it was out online and
I guess
nobody's going to buy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did hear it. It was pretty good.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just you never know sometimes what it is, but
Right.
but piracy has to be to blame sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.